here, and I welcome each and every one of us to this second edition of our online dental technology virtual quiz. We've had the first one, and it was a massive success, and I believe God that today would be even more of a success. To all the participants, I know you have heard all the rules, and I wish you all the best. So right now, we are going to jump straight to the questions. And the first I have here will be a question for Stephanie. All right? So, Stephanie, your first question goes: acrylic components of an orthodontic appliance is colored to promote aesthetics for the patient. A. Patients generally are attracted to colorful orthodontic appliance, especially labially. B. Patients like it when palatal aspect is colored white. C. Children prefer colorful denture more than older patients. And D. All of the above.
Please, can you repeat the option again?
All right, I'll give you the question and the options. Acrylic component of an orthodontic appliance is colored to promote aesthetics for the patient. Option A. Patients generally are attracted to colorful orthodontic appliance, especially labially. Option B. Patients like it when palatal aspect is colored white. Option C. Children prefer colorful denture more than older patients. And option D. All of the above.
Option D.
All right, option D is the wrong answer. Option D is the wrong answer. So the bonus mark would have to go to Elizabeth. We have Elizabeth online. All right, Elizabeth, can you take that question for a bonus?
Please unmute your microphone, Elizabeth. Unmute your microphone so that we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Younger children prefer color appliances.
Okay, that's option C?
Yes.
All right, option C is correct. So 1 mark as a bonus for you, Elizabeth. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. And the second question is for Elizabeth. Your question, your original question. Please pay attention. Complementary colors are useful in that, option A, they can be used to produce more colors. Option B, they are useful in producing primary colors and secondary colors as shown in the color wheel. Option C, they are used to reduce brightness of the opposite colors as we had in the color wheel. And option D, they are not useful because color has its natural appearance that you cannot manipulate.
C.
Option C, they are useful to reduce brightness of the opposite colors as we had the colors in the wheel. And that is correct. Congratulations, you got yourself 2 marks.
Thank you.
And the next question goes for Ono Hamarachi. Priska, do we have her online?
Not online.
Okay, so we skip her, and then we go to the next person, Nwane Chinedu Augustine. All right, so Mr. Augustine, your first question goes to us. Color is better viewed when light is altered in brightness or otherwise. Color is better viewed when light is altered in brightness or otherwise. Option A, this is true of primary colors, generally being the foundation of other colors. Option B, this is true of colors that have black components. Option C, this is true for all colors, regardless of categorization. And option D, Color categorization works when we mention primary and secondary color.
Repeat yourself.
Option
Okay,
D.
I'll give you the question one last time. Color is better viewed when light is altered in brightness or otherwise. Color is better viewed when light is altered in brightness or otherwise. Option A, this is true of primary colors, generally being the foundation of other colors. Option B, this is true of colors that have black components. Option C, this is true of all colors, regardless of categorization. And option D, color categorization works when we mention primary and secondary colors.
Option D.
Option what?
Option D. D.
Can you be louder?
Option D. D.
D.
Yes.
You said okay. Option D, color categorization works when we mention primary and secondary colors. That is wrong. So I'll give that bonus to Odocha Ijoma to take. So Odocha Ijoma, can you take that for a bonus?
Option A.
Option A is incorrect. So I think the question is still. So we'll go over to the next one. The next question is originally for Ijoma, Odocha Ijoma. So pay attention for your question. The flasking procedure is secured and reliable when are engaged. I repeat, the flasking procedure is secured and reliable when appropriate lab tools are engaged. A, no specific tool is strong determinant, but the proficiencies of the lab technologist. B, lab procedures are not a function of tools, but of careful handling. C, securing proficient assistance will make a huge difference. And option D, A and B above.
Can I get the options again?
All right, I'll give you the question and the options. The flasking procedure is secure and reliable when appropriate lab tools are engaged. Option A, no specific tool is a strong determinant, but the proficiencies of the dental technologist. Option B, lab procedures are not a function of tools, but of careful handling. Option C, securing proficient assistance will make a huge difference. And option D, A and B above.
Option C.
Option C, securing proficient assistance will make a huge difference. That is incorrect. So I will give the bonus to Tohib Tunde. Are you online? All right. Tohib, can you take that as a bonus?
Option D, A and B above.
All right, option D is correct. You got 1 mark for yourself, Tohib Tunde. One mark for Tohib. Congrats. So Tohib, your main question is, are you pay attention for it? One distinguishing between upper and lower posterior teeth is that, I'll take the question one more time. One of the main morphological features for distinguishing between upper and teeth are bigger than that of the lower. Cups of the upper posterior teeth are bigger than that of the lower. Option B, cups of the lower posterior are generally smaller in sizes. Option C, posterior teeth of the upper have more pointed cups than of the lower. And option D, A and C above.
Please, can you repeat the question, sir? I can't hear because of the question.
I'll give you the question and the options. One of the main morphological features for distinguishing between upper and lower posterior teeth is that A, cusps of the upper posterior teeth are bigger than that of the lower. Option B, cusps of the lower posterior teeth are generally smaller in size. Option C, posterior teeth of the upper have more pointed cusps than that of the lower. And option D, A and C above.
Option C.
Option C, posterior teeth of the upper have more pointed cusps than that of the lower. Congratulations, that is correct. So you got yourself 2 marks, Mr. Tohib. All right, very fast. The next question goes to Stephanie. Stephanie, pay attention for your question. Tooth movement is a long process, and hence orthodontic treatment should be encouraged among patients. I'll take that one more time. Tooth movement is a long process, and hence orthodontic treatment should be encouraged among younger patients. Option A, to save cost of treatment. Option B, to add value to the lab work. Option C, both of the above. And option D, neither save costs nor time, but for the strength of stainless steel wire to be tested.
Can you give me the options again?
I'll give you the question and the options. Tooth movement is a long process, and hence orthodontic treatment should be encouraged among young patients. Option A, to save cost of treatment. Option B, to add value to lab work. Option C, both of the above, that is A and B above. And option D, neither save cost nor save time, but for the strength of stainless steel wire to be tested.
Option A.
Option A, to save cost of treatment, is incorrect. So I'll give the bonus question to Elizabeth. Elizabeth? Okay, I think she's not online. So
She's online. She's
okay,
online.
all right. Elizabeth, can you take that as a bonus?
A and B.
What did you say?
A and B.
A and B, that is correct. Congratulations, you got the bonus mark. So pay attention, Elizabeth, for your main question. All right, and your question goes thus. CAD/CAM means A, constructed and designed metal work. B, computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacture. C, computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacture. And then D, A and B above.
Computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacture.
All right, that is option B.
Yes.
That is correct. Congratulations, you got yourself 2 marks. So we'll go over to the next question, and that is for Onwo Amarachi. And I doubt if she's online yet. So we're going to skip her very briefly and fast and go over to Augustine's question. Mr. Augustine, please pay attention for your question. All right, that's Chinedu Nwanebe, Augustine. And your question is, when an object is translucent, A, you can see the contents of it. B, you can see the background of the underlying materials. C, light rays travel through the object to the opposite side. And D, light rays travel and reflect at angle 90.
Please, the options again.
All right. When an object is translucent, A, you can see the contents of the object. B, you can see the background of the underlying materials. C, light rays travel through the object to the opposite side. And D, light rays travels and reflects at angle 90.
B.
B, You can see the background of the underlying materials. Well, option B is incorrect. So I would give the bonus question to Ijoma to answer. Odochalinda Ijoma, can you take that?
Option A.
Option A. Option A is incorrect, and that will be the end for that question. So I will go as fast as possible and give the next question. Ijoma, your second question goes. Pay attention for your question, please. The color wheel is best learning. I take it again. Color wheel is best learning aids in understanding colors. A. Primary and secondary colors are just not well represented on the wheels. B. Color wheel can be confusing. C. Color wheel presented all the best colors known in easily learnable manner. So your question goes thus. How many segments do the color wheel have? And I repeat the question. How many segments do the color wheel have? Option A, 12. Option B, 8. Option C, 6. And option D, 7.
Option A.
Option A, 12. That is incorrect. Okay, so I will give that to Tohib Tunde for a bonus.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right, that is incorrect. So pay attention for your main question. All right. Your question goes thus. Enhanced webinar we had on the 9th of December 2017. Okay. What was the name of the man he referred to as having done extensive work on color? Enhanced webinar we had on the 9th of December 2017. What was the name of the man he referred to as having done extensive work on color? Option A, Joeth JWV. Option B, Hans Joachim. Option C, Goeth JWV. And option D, Bokat Hans.
Option B.
Option B, is that your final answer?
Yes, sir.
All right, option B is incorrect. So I'll give that to Stephanie for a bonus. Stephanie, can you handle that?
Option A.
Option A is also incorrect. So the question has gone stale.
Option A.
Option A is incorrect. So the question has gone stale. All right. So Stephanie, pay attention for your original question. And this will be your fourth question. So, and it goes thus, I read. Opacity in the study of colors refers to option A, making your tooth material such that the color will not distort despite the angle.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
All right, I'll take it again. Opacity in the study of colors refers to option A, making your tooth material such that the color will not distort despite the angle you view it from. Option B, imperviousness of color to light source. Option C, reflection of color from the light source. Option D, making your dye very dark to conceal colors you don't want to show.
Please, can I get the option again?
For the last time, I'll give you the option and the questions. Opacity in the study of colors refers to A, making your tooth material such that the color will not distort despite the angle you view it from. Option B, imperviousness of color to light source. Option C, reflection of color from light source. Option D, making your dye very dark to conceal colors you don't want to show.
Option A.
Option A. I'm sorry, option A is incorrect. I'll give that to Elizabeth for a bonus, if she can take that.
Option B.
Option B, imperviousness of color to light source. That is correct. So 1 mark for Elizabeth on that. So Elizabeth, your main question goes to us. All right. Gauge of a stainless steel wire will matter to denture retention when used as clasp. A, to prevent fracture during function. B, to prevent rust and corrosion. C, to prevent acting as an opener to the tooth it engages. And D, none of the above.
The options again.
All right, I'll give you the options and the question. The gauge of a stainless steel wire will matter to denture retention when used as a clasp.
I can't tell you.
Just hold on. I think there's a network infringement somewhere.
Yes,
So
I will give you the question, Elizabeth. You can see that it's a video there has got stuck. So that is network problem. Now I'll give you the question number, and that's your last question for this session. And it goes thus: gauge of a stainless steel wire will matter to denture retention when used as a clasp. Option A, to prevent fracture during function. Option B, to prevent rust and corrosion. Option C, to prevent acting as an opener to the tooth it engages. Option D, none of the above.
Option D.
Option D, sorry, you got it wrong. You missed that, and the next person can take it. Amarachi, can you take this?
Amarachi is offline, sir.
Amarachi is offline. Okay.
Amarachi is offline.
Yeah, I got that. I got that. Now, then, let us give it to somebody else. It will now go to Shinedu. Shinedu, can you give an answer to the question? Shinedu has also gone offline. Okay. Now, that question goes.
Gone offline.
Yes, and nobody takes it. Now, we go to the next person to take a question. That should be Amarachi. Amarachi is not online. And Shinedu too, not online. Ijoma, are you there? Ijoma, can you take your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we read your question to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The question goes thus. That is the fourth question for you, if I'm not mistaken. A thin film of cold mold seal will likely fail rather than an additional coat that may create fit problem during acrylic denture processing. That's a long one. Let me give you again. A thin film of cold mode C will likely fail rather than an additional coat that may create fit problem during acrylic denture processing? A, tinfoil is a preferred option. B, a petroleum jelly coat is best in all circumstances. C, soapy solution will serve as an effective alternative. D, none of the above. Your time starts now, EJ.
Yeah. The options again, sir.
The option. We are in number 4 question for Ijoma. Quizmaster, please take off.
All right, thank you very much. IJ, your question goes to us. A thin film called Mosil will likely to fail rather than add additional coats that may create fit problem during acrylic denture processing. The question: a thin film of cold Mosil will likely fail rather than an additional coat that may create fit problem during acrylic processing. Option A, tin foil is preferred option. Option B, a petroleum jelly coat is best in all circumstances. Option C, soapy solution will serve as an effective alternative. And option D, none of the above.
Option A.
Option A, tin foil is a preferred option. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. And I'll give Adeleke Tohib that for a bonus.
Option D, none of the above.
None of the above, that is correct. You just got yourself a point. And then pay attention for your main question, which is the 4th. All right. The following are conjoint marks on a registration block, except A, smile line, B, midline, C, canine line, and D, cuspal plane line.
Repeat the question, sir. I can't hear you.
The following are conjoint marks on a registration block, except A, smile line, B, midline, C, canine line, and D, cuspal plane line.
D, cuspal plane line.
All right, D is correct. Congratulations, you got 2 marks. And then the last question for Stephanie. Stephanie, please pay attention for your question. All right, your question, Stephanie, goes: the following combination of colors are referred to as primary colors. Option A, green, yellow, and black. Option B, magenta, yellow, and blue. Option C, black, green, and yellow. And option D, orange, green, and violet. Your time starts now.
Lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Wá. Down.
Stephanie.
Our time is up.
All right. Stephanie, I think you lost that question.
Yeah, our time is up.
I should give it to Elizabeth for a bonus. Elizabeth, can you take that?
The options,
I can give you the options for a bonus.
The options. C.
All right. C.
I wasn't hearing you.
C is incorrect. Okay, you weren't hearing me.
No, I wasn't.
And
Dr.
since nobody has gotten the answer, she can have the benefit of taking it again.
All right. Can you hear me better, Stephanie?
Yes, I can.
I'll give you the question for the last time. The following combination of colors are referred to as primary colors. A, green, yellow, and black. B, magenta, yellow, and blue. C, black, green, and yellow. And D, orange, green, and violet.
B.
B.
Yes.
All right. B says magenta, yellow, and blue. And that is correct. Congratulations. You got yourself 2 marks. So, Elizabeth, your question, your last question. Go, Stoss. Pay attention for your question. The following are not areas of specialization in dental technology. The following are not areas of specialization in dental technology. A, oral maxillofacial technology. B, ceramic glazing. C, conservative technology. And D, orthodontic technology.
Ceramic glazing.
All right, ceramic glazing is correct. So you got yourself 2 marks. Congratulations. Okay. The last question for one Ebechinedu, and it goes cost. One Ebechinedu, pay attention. All right. I believe he's online.
One invention to do is not online.
All right. So I'll skip his question. If he meets us, he will take it. If he doesn't, he's lost that. So Ijoma, your question, your last question. All right. Pay attention for the question. Tooth wear can be caused by some of these processes. A, abrasion. B, tooth sensitivity. C, attrition. And D, A and C above.
A and C above.
All right, A and C above is the correct answer. Congratulations, you scored an extra 2 marks. And then the last question for Tohib Tunde. Pay attention for your question, Mr. Tohib. And the question goes thus. Midline fracture occurs as a result of the following likely. A, prominent story. B, 2 prominent rugae. C, high frenum attachments in the midline. And D, C and B above.
Unmute yourself, Mr. Toye. Unmute yourself so that we can hear you.
Can you repeat the question?
All right, I'll give you the question one last time. Midline fracture occurs as a result of the following likely reasons. A, prominent tori. B, 2 prominent rugae. C, high frenum attachments at the midline. And D, C and B above. D, C and B above. That is correct. Congratulations, you got 2 marks. And I think that brings us to the conclusion of the questions for this quiz session. And currently your marks are being computed by our accurate timekeeper and our body quiz master. So once the results come in, we would call in to tell you the result. I'll hand over to Dr. Olubodan for that.
Oh, that's a good job. Well done. Good job. I believe our timekeeper kept record of all the scores.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. Go ahead and announce it because initially I wasn't doing it, but midway I did some. But so if you have put all those together, please announce it and we declare the winner.
All right. Thank you very much. I must say kudos to every of the participants. You guys did well. It was worth the trial. And of course, it was well contested. I'll take the results from the first candidate to the last candidate. Stephanie Durobo had a total of 4 marks. The second person, Oyekomi Okwemepo Elizabeth, had a total of 11 marks. The third person, which is Wanabe Chinedu Augustine, had a total of 0. And the fourth person, Odocha Ijeoma Linda, had a total mark of 2. And the last person, Adeleke Tohib Tunde, has a tally of 11. And so this suggests to us that we have 2 winners that are on tally. And so we have to single them out and then bring out the winner amongst between the 2 of them. So we have we're going to have a short quiz between Oyekomi Okwemi for Elizabeth and Adeleke Tohi Tunde.
All right.
So over to you, quiz
thank
master.
you very much, accurate timekeeper, for that. So we have a tie between Elizabeth and Tohib Tunde. So we would quickly jump to the tiebreaker. So the first person to miss the question would automatically lose and declare the other person the winner. So I'll give Tohib Tunde the first question. Tohib Tunde, pay attention for your question. What are the combination of colors that make green color? A, blue and yellow. B, magenta and red. C, red and blue. D, none of the above. All right, I'll give you the question and the options.
Can you repeat the question?
I got you. I'll give you the questions and the options. What are the combination of colors that make green color?
Okay.
Blue and yellow, magenta and red, option C, red and blue, and option D, none of the above.
A, blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow is correct. You have yourself 2 marks. And Elizabeth, I'll give you your own question. Elizabeth, pay attention. Tooth addition is undertaken when reversible hydrocolloid impression is taken with denture in situ. A, so as to prevent poor lab handling of the existing denture. B, so as to facilitate union between old acrylic material and the new one. C, so as to get tooth or teeth to be replaced in proper position as not to compromise occlusion and function. D, both A and B above. The time starts
The
now.
options again.
All right, I'll give you the question and the options for the last time. Tooth addition is undertaken when reversible hydrocolloid impression is taken with denture in situ. A, so as to prevent poor lab handling of the existing denture. B, so as to facilitate union between old acrylic material and the new one. C, so as to get tooth or teeth to be replaced in proper position so as not to compromise occlusion and function. And then D, A and B above.
C.
So as to get tooth and or teeth to be replaced in proper position so as not to compromise occlusion and function is correct. Congratulations, you have 2 marks. And then, Tohib, your question. To prevent adherence of food particles on the surface of an acrylic denture, A polishing lathe must move at slow speed to achieve good surface shine. B, polishing mop must be applied at high speed. C, pumice is used to abrade and polish block. I take the question. Pumice is used to abrade and polishing block is applied to the tissue surface of the denture. D, none of the above.
Please, can you repeat the question?
All right. To prevent adherence of food particles to the surface of an acrylic denture, A, polishing lathes must move at slow speed to achieve good surface shine. B, polishing mop must be applied at high speed. C, pumice is used to abrade and polishing block is applied to the tissue surface of the denture. And D, none of the above.
C.
Pumice is used to abrade and polishing block is applied to the tissue surface of the denture. Congratulations, that's correct. You got yourself 2 marks. So question 4. Elizabeth, your question, please pay attention. Immediate dentures are recommended when partial tooth fracture occurs in natural teeth. A, this is recommended when fractured teeth lie posterior. B, this is recommended when fractured teeth compromise aesthetics. This is recommended when teeth vitality is beyond clinical saving. D, this is recommended when dentist thinks the patient will likely prefer this.
The question again.
All right, I'll give you the question and the options. Immediate denture are recommended when partial tooth fracture occurs in natural teeth. A, this is recommended when fractured teeth lie posteriorly. B, this is recommended when fractured teeth compromises aesthetics. C, this is recommended when teeth vitality is beyond clinical saving. D, this is recommended when dentist thinks the patient will likely prefer this.
B.
B, is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right, B, you said this is recommended when fractured teeth compromise aesthetics. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is...
I think there are 2 options there that are contraindicating, sir.
Nope, none of the options contraindicate each other.
Okay.
So the correct answer is C. And at this juncture, I think that we have ourselves a winner. So I would hand over to Dr. Olubodun.
Wow. Wow.
Tohib is already rejoicing. Even though we cannot see your face very well.
Okay.
I say it's a very good fight. Fight in quote. 2 of you really show a lot of cognitive exercise. I'm so glad that the timekeeper too was so accurate. The quizmaster also did a very good job. And every spectator that came, we really appreciate you all. Ugo Alessandra, the winner of the first and inaugural quizmaster, quiz competition was on ground. I also appreciate the presence of Mr. Gideon Zemba, Ifeoma too is here. We appreciate you too for being a very good spectator. Adelabu Sherifuddin, who also participated in the first quiz competition, is also here as one of our spectators. You made our day, and we really appreciate you. And on behalf of Dental Technology Africa Steering Team, I hereby declare Mr. Tohib Tunde the winner of our second quiz competition. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yes,
your prize money will get to you. We already have your account number, and we send your account, you send your money to you within this week, not exceeding this week. You get your prize money. Congratulations again.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, Quizmaster, you may have comments before we say bye-bye.
All right. Yes, definitely. I would like to congratulate every participant of this quiz session. I believe we are all better for this quiz session. We showed our cognitive prowess. We showed that at least we showed a lot of competitiveness amongst all the participants. And I think that we all did very well. We all did very well. And I congratulate everyone, and especially Elizabeth, who made it to the knockout stage and the final death stage. But as I especially congratulate Tohib Tunde for emerging the winner of this quiz session. Congratulations to everybody.
Mr. Timekeeper.
Yeah, thank you very much once again. I must confess I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the participants. They've shown a lot of courage. They've shown a lot of intelligence. And of course, they showed that they can't give up in ordinary situations. Even when they weren't, some of them weren't getting the questions right, they were still there. And of course, trying to get along with the program. That's a very good one. I must say I'm encouraged. And of course, we are glad to have you on the platform and want to encourage you to participate in our webinars, because most of the questions that came out from this quiz were from the webinar we had yesterday. And I think so many of us were not there. So please, I want to encourage us to please be a part of our webinars and then, learn a lot from it so that you can do well next time. Thank you all for participating.
Thank you so much. That's a good one, and I appreciate you mentioned it. The webinar will draw questions from the webinar. And if you have participated in the webinar, you will doubtlessly be able to pick one or two things from our webinar. Answer some questions very easily. We also want to encourage you, go to our YouTube pages. All our previous webinars, we will be drawing questions as well from there. And our experts, the steering team, Mr. Dennis Emihe and Mr. Benisa, are also part of those who draw the questions. So we'll be missing the questions from our previous webinars and those that are prepared by Mr. Dennis Emihe and Mr. Benisa Oluwaseun. So I appreciate all of you for coming, and congratulations to Tohib. Bye for now. We appreciate you. Please keep participating in our programs, and together we raise the profile of dental technology across Africa and beyond. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Thank you, sir. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.